and welcome to the My RC Life YouTube channel, where we send RCs through the air and then back on the bench to repair. Let's go!
What's going on, everybody? Tractor's Mike from My RC Life. Kind of running out of daylight here, but I put the back flip tires on the old Tekno MT-410. We're gonna go see how this thing does with these little bit bigger tires on here. Whoa! Let's see if they live up to their name. Yep. Backflips live up to their name. These tires are almost perfect for it. The Pro Line Badlands are a little bit too small, and they don't give it the flip over ability and stuff that these little bit bigger tires do. But they do tend to rub just a little bit. Have to do a little body trim in there. Or adjust my end points, because it only does it on the right. Hey, Corey. Woo! Whoa! It's almost like a turbo spooling, baby. When that thing lights up, it lights up. Not much snowbank left here. Probably still make it over the fence though. And it flipped. I would try to self-right it, but it's kind of in a bad place right now. Uh-oh. Oh, I broke something. Oh, I broke the shock ends. Wow, can you believe that? Okay. All right, into the house for repairs, I guess. All right, as you can see, she got quite a rake going on. The front end's dropped right down on her. I even heard the spur gear start to grind. So that must have came out of adjustment as well. I'm hoping the chassis or nothing's bent. Don't look like it. I got that good M2C stuff in there. I think just the motor's just a little bit loose is all. That's all that's going on with that. But as far as what's going on for the front end sitting the way it is, let's turn this off.
Signal lost. Shutting down.
Okay. What we did is we broke the ends right off both front shocks. Now it is a little cold outside. It's only 47 degrees. This one didn't break all the way off. It just split through like that. But yeah, I may have extras of those. All right, let's see if we can get these broken ends off here. Take your little nippers and put them right up on the thread part so you don't actually score up the shaft. Or they have a special shock tool you can use too, but I don't have one. There we go. That's what I need. And there's that one. That one's broke up pretty good. Okay, now we also gotta take our little bolts out down here. Pop out these little shock balls. Ooh, kind of a bugger to get out. Okay, here's one. Maybe let's push this one out from the top. There, that was easier. Okay, so we got both of those. Now I know I don't have an end that has a screw that goes in it that will capture. All that is to allow this to seat in this guy like there. And then you can put a little set screw in there, and that keeps this whole thing from, you know, turning while it's on the end. As long as I can find another shock end that has the same size hole and it fits in here like that decently, I can pop these into a different shock end. So now comes all of our spare parts that you hold on to. Some of these parts go to RCs I still have. Some go to RCs I haven't had in years. Just gotta look through them and see if you can find anything. Or maybe an existing shock might have one on it that might work. You know, that one obviously too small. Ooh, now that looks like kind of almost like the same style shock I have on the Tekno. Very similar. So I wonder if that ball's the same size. All right, there's the one that came out of it, and here's ours. They look like they're about the same. Just to get it really accurate, let's just measure it. 6.7 millimeters is what we need. Look at that. 6.7, 6.8, that's it right there. Now, do we have a second one? Oh, there we go. Okay, we got those ends off of there. So we can get rid of this shock parts box. Now we're just going to go ahead and screw these back on. Our shocks here. That's kind of crappy. The threads are a bigger size. Crap. Well, you know me, guys, always working with what you got. Pull out your shrink wrap. Find one that'll slip over the end of your shock there. Just a little bit. Cut you just a couple pieces so it'll perfectly fit over them threaded areas. A little extra ain't gonna hurt, because that way it'll ride up on that shaft a little bit and hold it from spinning. Slide them on both shocks. Hit them with your torch or lighter. Then put your end back on that's just a titch too small. Okay. Now that ain't wanting to pull off of there. Go with the other side here. Let's not forget to put our springs back on. And our spring perch. And come to find out, guys, these aren't going to work. I should have checked that before I started putting everything together. Because this is just going to want to slide past it. It don't have a little spot for this shock to this end to bottom out on, like right there. It just wants to go pass all the way through. So we're gonna have to use these for now in order to make this work until I can get some new ones ordered for the Tekno. Yep, that one's gonna work. So all right, put our spring back on, press it up, use these spring perches that came off of these shocks instead of these spring perches, because these ones aren't a locking one, but these ones are. So we're going to use these just for now until I order the new ones and get them in the mail. I'm going to try to look for aluminum ones. If you know of any aluminum ones for this, I know they don't make them specifically for a Tekno, but if one works from an Arma or an HPI and people have figured that out, let me know in the comments below. Alright, that works better. Same thing over here. Okay, perfect. Okay. Now, I think what had happened, it could have, when it flipped and hit the fence, the shocks could have came down so hard, wham! Like they could have been compressed and came down, bam! And that's how they ripped the shock caps, broke them right off. Because I didn't bend nothing on the shock, so it might not have even been from a compression. It might have been from a rebound. That's what it might have broke from. You see parts of my epoxy fall off because we broke that bumper a long time ago. So yeah, maybe it happened from a rebound, which that makes me think tighten my droop screws up a little bit. That way it can't rebound so hard. If it would have been from compression, it would have maybe bent a shock and not just pulled out the bottom of those shock ends. So yeah, I'm thinking it might have been a compression issue. So let's tighten up these droop screws a bit. Because my droop screws weren't even touching yet. Yes, and that noise is my motor. I haven't done the mesh on my motor yet. Alright, how's that one looking? Looks like it needs to go in just a little bit more to match the other side. Okay. Yeah, that seems so much better now. I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the back ones too. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now want to put our motor back in mesh a little bit here. Wow, I can't believe that was loose like that. Perfect mesh. But is it going to stay perfect after I tighten it? I only had just a little bit on the tip. So maybe I'll put it a little bit further up the shaft there. Okay, is this still good? Sounds like it, looks like it. I'm doing setting your motor mesh. You always want to use something like that. That thing's stripping out? You gotta be shitting me. Well, that's probably why. Alright guys, well I tried to fix it with what I had, but what I had wasn't enough this time. Sometimes you get the tough break. Alright, that's it for tonight. I'm Traxxas Mike from My RC Life, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.
Thanks for watching another episode of My RC Life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.